Hey there, this is Jonathan, and in the following tutorial we want to look at setting up a preset document for Illustrator as well as our workspace. Let's begin by creating a new document. If we go to the profiles, you'll notice that we have profiles for print, web, mobile, video, and film, and some other things as well. The one that we're going to typically use is called print. And the reason why is because it's the letter size, and that's what we typically print, in office applications. But the units currently are set to points, and we want to change this to inches. So it has 8.5 by 11 inches. The color mode that we have currently, we want to also change to RGB, since a lot of the designs that we'll do will be for screen and the web as well as print. If you can't see that panel, you need to open up the Advanced tab. Let's click OK. Now, we currently have the Essentials workspace. If you reset that, you'll notice that we get libraries up here. And I'm going to go ahead and close libraries by dragging it out and closing the X on that panel. And then I want to open up these panels to make them a little bit bigger. Now, before we go and maximize our interface a little bit more, I want to get rid of all the other options that are in this document right now. You'll notice if we go to our swatches, our brushes, and our symbols, we have a lot of items in there. Now, to delete these items, we can select one and then go to the delete swatch icon, and we can do that in each of the other panels as well. Or we can possibly go up to select all unused and delete them from there. Now you'll notice that one stays behind a gray one here, so I'm going to delete that as well. And a quick way of selecting and deleting all of the other unused items is actually by going up to the Window menu, Actions, and there's one called Delete Unused Panel Items. And that's a really great way of doing it because it gets rid of all of the symbols, brushes, swatches, as well as graphic styles that were in this file that we don't really need. Now that we've kind of cleaned up this file, we're ready to save it. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to save it on my desktop real quick, just for here, and I'm going to call it print. I think I called it DME print RGB. And the reason why is because this is going to be our typical print settings that we use in RGB. So I'm saving an Illustrator document. Now if I closed this, it'd be really nice if I could do a new document and I could set this up as a profile. So if you do Browse, you'll notice that it jumps you into a folder where the new document profiles are. And in order for you to use that document, you have to move your document into this folder. So here's a way to do it. I'm going to click on that URL and copy it. Now I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to go to the folder where I have my document that I've just created. Now I have a crazy folder, so disregard all of my different shortcuts. Somewhere in here I have that Illustrator document that I saved out, and there's that DME print RGB. What I need to do is move this into that folder, and we can do this by creating another window, pasting in that URL, and then dragging the file from one place to the other. This way we're putting it into that new document profiles folder. Once we've done that, then when we come back to this, I'll cancel, come back to New, you'll now see that we get to use that DME print RGB one that we set. Now we can create new documents easily that have all of our swatches, brushes, symbols, and everything else cleaned out very easily. Now the next thing I want to do is customize the workspace just a little bit more. We started off with the Essentials once again, and I deleted the libraries, and so I'm going to also delete a couple of the other Creative Cloud things in here. One of those is the color themes, so I'm going to click and drag that out and close it. Unfortunately, we can't use the color themes unless we're logged into the Creative Cloud. I'm going to go back to color, maybe scrunch that up a little bit, bring my swatches up a little bit, maybe go to transparency, and then I want to bring up my layers as well. And I actually like the appearance panel here. If I can see the appearance panel, layers, transparency, swatches, and then color, then I can see a lot of great things. Now over on the left we have a number of different tools that we will be using more often than others, and so I'm going to group these up into a new tool set as well. In the window menu, go to Tools, New Tools, and you'll see that I actually created one already, I guess. And so in order to add tools to it, you just drag the tool you want. So I have the black and white arrow, I have the pen tool, and then I also like to add the anchor point tool to that. So you can drag that out. I have the type tool, and then I have the rectangle tool, the circle tool. I have the width tool here, which is located on the left. I might go ahead and drag out maybe the free transform tool, which is very helpful. This one is the shape builder tool, and that's used quite a lot. You can maybe use the gradient tool, and we've got the eyedropper tool, and really that's about all that I really use for tools quite often. These are the most commonly used tools that I use, and so I'm going to bring these out. I'm going to put them over in the top left, and there's another reason why, and that is I want to find the Pathfinder tool, and that's the Pathfinder, Transform, and Align, and those kind of come up together, and I'm going to put those over on the top right. This way I'm making these panels available to me because I'll use the Pathfinder and Align and stuff a lot. And then of course these are the tools that I use commonly. So now I'm going to create a new workspace by doing New Workspace and call this DME Essentials. Excellent. At this point, take a screenshot of your DME Essentials workspace so that you can submit that with your assignment, and make sure that you have saved your default document so that you can bring it open as a new setting when you create new documents. And I think that's it. Thanks.